EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the double.
Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
80 weapon. Hey, rock it. Rock it.
Off play action, Tannehill. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On the end around, here comes Williams. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Set. Go. Set. Go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set. 19.
65.
59.
65.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score is Seahawks 7, Steelers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Check it. 19. Check 53. Silver. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this one caught by Max Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Tannehill on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Back to throw, Tannehill. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Aguilar has it, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
58, boys, 58, 58,
From the 35 on second down, Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. David Njoku. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Seahawks 42, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Off play action, Tannehill. And this is caught by Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Antoine Woods able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Third and long. It's Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or.
That's right.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. On second and goal, Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal.
Slam, slam, slam. Any weapon. Back 55. Get your swerve on. Get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got it. Check nickel. Now.
They snap it to Tannehill. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to have the first down past the 20. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
49, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we...
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get at it?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Brown. 30 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
56, Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't got nothing.
Tannehill now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it's Tannehill. It's caught by Aguilar. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st down, Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tannehill, that's complete to Williams out of the backfield. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the end zone, Watson. Got a man. It's Brown. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. They're all through now, by the way, in the Meadowlands. And the Bills have wound up winning that one. A win would be their first of the young season. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coach.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Nigel Bradham brings him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
I got him. Check 50.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On second down, Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.